Martell Christmas.
You know, Marcus!
Listen for Us was all new CBS next Sunday.
Keith Urban hosts New Year's Eve Live, Nashville's Big Bash, CBS New Year's Eve.
Live, local, late breaking. From the WHIO Broadcast Center in Dayton, this is News Center 7.
A live look outside tonight in Urbana as we are seeing temperatures that feel like they are in the teens. Throughout the weekend, parts of the Miami Valley saw snow flurries, but snowfall in parts of the Northeast are causing emergency declarations. As Rob Marciano reports, it's disrupting people trying to get home from Thanksgiving.
The people who live around the Great Lakes, no snow.
This ain't nothing. You get used to this kind of weather living here.
But the cold and snow slamming parts of New York and the Midwest has meant trouble for anyone traveling through it. Coming down as fast as 3 inches per hour in some places, the snow is burying vehicles and blinding drivers. Parts of New York under a state of emergency tonight.
So many people traveled from out of town to see loved ones and family and friends, and now they're getting back on the roads in the middle of a major snowstorm. So we're there to help.
And in Pennsylvania, a disaster declaration after relentless lake effect snowfall stranded drivers on Interstate 90. Back in Buffalo, Bills fans out in full force for the game at Highmark Stadium, working in bitter cold and low visibility overnight to make sure their beloved home team could take on the 49ers tonight. For Connor Cole's snow removal service, the combination of football and snowfall means a busy start to the week ahead.
It's been wild to go from no snow to, 2 feet in one weekend. Obviously, with the timing, and people in from out of town for the Bills game, it provides, different challenges, I'd say.
More businesses are coming to Beaver Creek. Over the weekend, the City Council approved the build of 2 business centers near Colonel Glenn Highway. The council looked at artist renderings that showed one of the buildings would be 2 stories tall and 44,000 square feet. Right now, it's not clear when building is scheduled to start. A local Girl Scout is giving back to the people who protect her community. We're talking about Carissa Cox from Troop 32632 of the Beaver Creek South Service Unit 381. As she nears the end of her Girl Scout career, she chose to donate money to the local Shop with a Cop program. In a post to Facebook, the police department said they are grateful for knowing that, quote, the Beaver Creek community is fortunate to have such a caring and compassionate young citizen. The world's oldest living dog lives right here in the Miami Valley. Spike is 25 years old and lives in Preble County. In 2022, Spike's owners verified his long lifespan with a Guinness World Record. At the time, he was 23 in human years, coming out to over 150 in dog years. His owners say they think part of what keeps Spike going is his diet.
Braunschweiger, chicken livers, roast beef if we have it. He loves roast beef and turkey.
In 2023, Guinness took the record away from Spike for a short time after a dog in Portugal was found to be 31 years old. There's nothing like starting a new holiday tradition, so why not try ice skating? The Metro Parks ice rink just opened last night and will stay open through the end of February. Whether you're a skating rookie or have been lacing up for decades, you can enjoy a fun afternoon on the ice. It only costs $10 to start a new tradition, $7 for admission, and $3 for skate rentals. Weather specialist Nick Dunn joins us with your Storm Center 7 forecast. It was a pretty warm fall, you were saying?
Yeah, I know it's kind of interesting to think about because, yes, it's cold right now, but meteorological fall runs from September 1st to November 30th, and at the airport, it was the warmest on record. Let's break that down and how we got to there. So we look at the mean temperature, which is the average of all the highs and all the lows every day, all added up together, and we divide all that out over the 3-month time period, and our mean temperature was 59.1 degrees, which was already 3.4 degrees warmer than the typical mean temperature. And this breaks the previous record at the Dayton International Airport set back in 2016 at 58.8 degrees. Now, obviously, December and meteorological winter starts today, and we're already off to a cold start. So we'll see what the rest of winter has in store for us. A live look into Miami Township tonight. Roads are dry. We have a clear sky here in Dayton. Temperature sitting at 21 degrees, but look what an 8-mile-per-hour wind does to our wind chill. It takes it down to a chilly 11 degrees out there. So dress up in multiple layers if you're heading out late tonight. Live Doppler 7 radar is dry this evening, but a couple different things I noticed here where the skies are clear, like Greenville and Richmond. You've already dropped down into the upper teens. Places like Wapakoneta, Bell Fountain, you're still in the mid-20s because of some lake effect cloud cover. Now, most of that should fade away as we go through the rest of tonight, and temperatures will be falling down into the middle teens as we get our morning started tomorrow. Now, you factor in the wind. This is that feels like temperature. This is the one that's more important. It feels like 9 right now in Greenville and Richmond. Feels like 10 in Springfield, 19 down in Middletown. And that means you're going to be wanting to make sure that the kids are dressed up in multiple layers tomorrow morning. Bitter cold with 16 degrees at the bus stop as they're waiting to be picked up. Now, clouds will increase through the day. And as the kids get dropped off, only a high of 31 or so here in the Dayton area. Some of us struggling to get to that 30-degree mark tomorrow, and a couple of flurries cannot be ruled out. So as the kids dress in layers going to the bus stop, make sure they bring all that stuff home because they're going to need to repeat that a couple other times this week. Now, it feels like temperatures tomorrow morning, upper single digits to low teens. So if the kids have to wait for any extended amount of time at the bus stop, some hand warmers and covering as much exposed skin as possible, going to be a pretty good idea. And even as you come home from work and school tomorrow afternoon, upper teens to low 20s for it feels like temperature. So it is a slight improvement, but still pretty cold out there. And again, we're going to be repeating this a couple other times this week. So you'll make sure you have the heavier winter attire ready to go. Now, in terms of futurecast, tomorrow morning, we start the day with maybe a couple of passing clouds. But into the afternoon, we have some lake effect moisture coming off of Lake Michigan. So that'll increase the cloud cover a little bit. You combine that with the system passing off to our south. A little bit of that moisture coming off of Lake Michigan may spark a few flurries tomorrow afternoon going into Monday night. We're not anticipating any sort of accumulation from that. Going into Tuesday morning, we may be having some leftover cloud cover with temperatures in the teens. But during the afternoon, we should at least briefly get above freezing. That'll at least feel a little bit better despite the little bit of wind that we'll still be dealing with. Here's my Storm Center 7-day forecast. Well, this is not exactly what I was looking for here, but as you can see, 41 degrees for a high on Wednesday. We're tracking that chance for some rain and snow showers. Sharply colder there for Thursday. And we'll start to see temperatures getting back above freezing there by next weekend.
As we get closer to the holidays, some of us may feel stressed or overwhelmed, and some people are turning to unusual methods to deal with all the pressure.